Guys, greatness is upon us. Shantae Advance, the long forgotten, almost cancelled, we never thought we'd see it again, sequel to the OG Shantae has its release date August 19th, and I wanted to talk about this because down in the comments and just down in a lot of these videos, there are two types of people that are camping over here. We have basically the people that are saying that the Shantae series is just meant for and only for Gooners, and then you have the people that are saying, well, basically they are in fact Gooners and they are very excited about this new Shantae game, especially some of that tasty digital deluxe, let's just call it battle armor for females, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'm probably not going to buy the extra costumes. I mean, for $10, that's pretty expensive. Like, it's cool they come with like extra power-ups for your character and stuff, but for me, the Shantae games have never really been that difficult, so I don't feel like I will need it. You honestly are just buying it because you like the costumes, and while the costumes do look really cool, especially the Voltage one and the Treasure Hunter one, I don't remember what it's called, I really like those ones the most. At the same time though, you know, $10, that's a little expensive for just costumes, so I'm probably not going to get the digital deluxe edition, but I will be picking this up through limited run physically. I will definitely be buying it digitally, and it's kind of interesting, my whole journey through the Shantae series, and that's really what this is going to be about. It's not just about the Gooner talk, although we will discuss that, but my Shantae experience has really changed over the years. Take, for example, the fact that I originally reviewed Shantae and the Pirate's Curse on this channel back in, I want to say, either 2017 or 2018, and I gave it a letter grade of a B-, and one of my main criticisms of the game was all of the sexuality that was kind of thrown into the game and all the adult-themed jokes that were in the game. But here's the thing is, like I said, that was my first time ever playing a Shantae game. And then when I look back now, I realized these games have never necessarily been for children, and they were never meant for children. And when I reviewed that game, I always thought the Shantae series was intended for kids, and oh boy, could I have not been more wrong there. I honestly look back at that review and regard it as one of my worst reviews for any video game I have ever done. It is that bad. I don't think I would give that game a B- anymore. Looking back on it, if I ever were to, let's say, do a re-review of that game, the score would definitely be higher because Pirate's Curse on my second playthrough was so good. It was so much better. And I just, you know, I change. As a reviewer, you kind of change. And you can definitely have a change of opinion. And yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here. It's just kind of interesting when I look back and realize that was my first time ever playing a Shantae game to where I am now, where I am a complete and total fanboy who is 100% obsessed with this series now, and I'm just so excited to finally be able to play Shantae Advance with, well, I guess the rest of the Gooners out there. And that's the thing I noticed when I watch these trailers. There's a lot of people basically claiming that anybody who likes a Shantae game is just a glorified Gooner, which, by the way, I don't really care for the term. It both feels perfect for what it's describing and also just feels strangely childish, so I'm not 100% sold on the term Gooner, but we're gonna roll with it because that's the term that everyone's using right now. But anyways, yeah, so you have one side of people just calling everybody Gooners, and then the other half, it feels like whenever you watch like the new Shantae Advance trailer, is everybody fanboying and basically admitting that they are in fact Gooners for Shantae. And I guess I'm proud to be a Gooner because look, I understand. I get it. Roddy Tops, have you met Roddy Tops, man? I'm just kidding. But I love these games, and I think the reason why I like it is because as I played through the series, I kind of just, they're so unique. They have really done a good job of carving out their own identity, where it's not afraid to be sexy at times, but at the same time, it's also really good gameplay. Like, the platforming elements are really fun. The story is just so lighthearted and entertaining. There's some really great comical, you know, stunts they do within the games themselves. And yes, like I said, if you're someone that wants to goon to Shantae, they give you plenty of fan service intermixed throughout the entire series that you could be a Gooner if you really wanted to. But all the same, I love this franchise. I don't know what's happened. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, when I go back and I look at where I was at in 2018 and the way I was describing the game on that review, which you should not check out. It's still up on my channel, but you 100% shouldn't check out because It is a terrible review. My viewpoints, my thoughts, my claims, all bad. Okay, it is all bad. A terrible review. But when I look back there, and it's just funny because I just think of myself as, man, I was acting like a prude, like to the utmost in this review, and then nowadays I'm like, I'm proud to be labeled as a Gooner and Shantae for life. It's just kind of funny to see where I'm at and where I've changed, and I think the reason being is I've really grown to appreciate and respect other people's artistic visions, and Shantae has some amazing artwork. And you also have other games like Stellar Blade, for example, where yes, obviously the sexuality plays a role in it, but as long as the gameplay is super fun and it has a really good story and the combat is exhilarating and whatnot, I really don't care if it's a sexy female or an ugly female or a sexy man or an ugly man. As long as you're giving me good gameplay at the end of the day, I think that is what matters most. And like I said, it would be one thing, right, if Shantae was obviously just meant for Gooners and it was designed to just be fan service, but due to the fact that it has just the best soundtrack, fantastic art style, excellent cutscenes these days, comedic just stunts all over the place. I mean, just Squid Baron, for example, he's just one of my favorite characters. I just think he's so stinking funny, and anytime he makes a screen appearance, I get this natural smile. I'm like, oh, it's the Squid Baron! What's he gonna do this time? But yeah, I think the games are more than just Gooner bait. I think they have a lot of good reasons behind the fan service. I also just really appreciate the core gameplay and the mechanics given, and it's been really cool just to be able to play over the last 7 years all of the Shantae games and just see how far this franchise has come and just where it's at right now. And there's nothing wrong with having sexy characters, both male or female. There's nothing wrong if you want your characters to be sexy, and there's nothing wrong if you want your characters to be ugly. You do what you want with your game, right? It's your artistic decisions and your vision for a video game, and goodness knows I lack talent to be able to even make a video game, so I don't think there's anything wrong with Shantae anymore. I think Shantae is a great franchise, and it has some really good fan service, and it has some funny little jokes, adult-themed jokes for those that want to be a part of it. And I think it's all in just good fun at this point. And honestly, Shantae has become one of my all-time favorite franchises just because it's so different, and I love it when a franchise is just different. And yeah, I don't know, man. Ramble over. So, what do you think about Shantae franchise? Do you think it's for the Gooners and only the Gooners? Are you not a Gooner and still play these games? Or are you just telling yourself in your head that you're not, but you secretly are? Let me know all of this stuff and all your thoughts in the comments down below. Enjoy the anonymous names that you can have so you can be honest with us here on the internet. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout. I can't wait for Shantae Advance to come out August 19th. Can't get here soon enough.